Oh, my mic is messed up.
That was great. That's a great way to introduce. That's a great
Right.
introduction. How you doing?
Hi. Yeah.
Hey, aren't you gonna do the big intro? Because you do it better than I do. I'm always biting my tongue, but you want to do it?
Oh,
Right?
okay, fine. Good evening and welcome to another edition of Unpopular Review Entertainment. And tonight we are going to be reviewing episode 9 of What If.
You know
And
what's
what? Hmm?
no, it's funny when you said we are. I knew you was gonna say want the smoke, but yes, we are gonna sit here and talk about what if Marvel's What If. It dropped this episode earlier today. Today's What If is What If Ultron won, which is I mean, this episode right here, very scary, very very scary. Before
What? This
I
puts Endgame on its knees, bro. Like,
wow,
what the
before before we break down, I gotta say the visuals. I mean, I've always said the visuals was great here, but the visuals and the color in this episode, I don't know why, it just stood out a lot more for me. You know, you have. I don't want to go into it right now. I mean, God, I want to break down, but I just want to say the visuals were great. Also, too, I don't know if you guys have been having a Tony kill count because I have. Spoiler, because once again, he dies. Yeah, this is like the third time in this what if, or fourth time of this what if, he has died. It's at this rate, I'm beginning to think Marvel just has him against Robert Downey Jr. Like, yeah, you wanted this role, right? Just I don't know, but why
I
we
mean,
do
you might have a point, man, because yeah, he does. I think the American public has become accustomed to Tony Stark being a dead character.
no lie. I was watching a commercial for like DC, and for whatever reason, I just saw Tony Stark on the ground. I said, "Wow, even DC is killing off Tony Stark." But
Wow, yo, that's great.
I'm joking, Bert. I'm joking, Mark. But
Yeah,
I
DC.
know, like, if you saw that, you'd have been
Don't
like,
get
"Whoa."
canceled. Don't get canceled.
I know,
Don't
right?
get don't get DC canceled.
I
I
know.
mean, but anyway, like what I loved about this episode was the twist and the turns and the
Yeah.
twist and the turns and the twist and the like 180's like what the but my man I got to shout out my man Hawkeye that doesn't get enough credit. What he does with a bow and arrow is like incredible, bro. Like
He looked a
like
little BA here.
what?
He did look kind of BA here. Okay, why don't we talk about the beginning a little bit? I mean, they're showing like this apocalyptic like universe where Ultron has. Matter of fact, let's just talk about the last episode where pretty much at the end of Thor you see Ultron, but none of these worlds were ever connected. But this made it where this is connected. But this apocalyptic looking world. I almost said Thanos. We'll get to him later. But Ultron has destroyed half of humanity. I'm going to say half. I don't know, but he destroyed half of that planet. Our
Oh
last hope.
no! Wait! No, I think you're mixing things up because first, you know, like Tony made him, and then they
Right,
went through the whole movie, right? But he never got stopped.
right.
So because he never got stopped, Vision, the person that was supposed to be
Ooh,
Vision, turned
Ultron.
into
Yes. Good
Ultron.
job. Yes.
So
Yeah.
like that's the thing. That's the creation that was made. So the thing is that Ultron is code.
Controlling vision.
No, Ultron is code. Ultron is a program.
Okay.
Is Ultron is
AI.
programmed to like clean things up. And his way of cleaning things up is by destroying everything. And that's the only way that you can create peace. Basically saying that the only way to create peace is to create quiet, right? So he literally goes everywhere and starts blowing up everything and killing everyone.
This is,
Everyone. And then by the time he's done killing everybody,
just keep
I don't
watching.
even
No,
I
just
don't
keep
even want to see
watching.
that.
Just
I don't
keep
even want to.
watching.
I don't even want to say what happens after he's done killing everybody. Yo, hold up. Tell him about Thanos, bro. Tell him about. Oh my
Oh
God.
my God, this is so hilarious because I was just on the phone.
Yo,
I was just on the phone with my brother about this. I was just telling him, I said, yo, you gotta check out this What If. I said, yo, did spoiler bother you? He said, nah. I said, yo, Ultron, Vision, however you want to say it, like I said, took over a good portion of the planet. I do want to mention the last hope is Hawkeye and Black Widow, who are in Russia. But they showed the story about how pretty much all the other Avengers tried to stop him. Once again, Tony. Now they, it's so funny because the other Avengers are already dead. You see Hulk and Captain America on the ground, but they had to show Tony the one getting really blown up the smithereens and stuff like that. But because he's destroyed so much of this planet, there's almost nothing left until Ultron, who is controlling Vision, who sees Thanos, who comes out, and I think he had five of the six Infinity Stones, and it's just so quickly goes like interesting, zaps him, and Thanos is split in half. I said, "Wow, why didn't we do that in whatever?" I guess because Vision was pretty much suffering in the movie throughout the whole movie, so it's probably not fair. But he wiped out Thanos with ease, and this was not Thanos on episode 2 or 3 where he was good guy Thanos drinking a apple martini. This was Thanos who wanted to snap the world out of existence, and he was ripped out of existence. I thought that was interesting on how he was killed so easily. Very
That
intriguing.
was a shocker.
That
You
was
know
a
what I
show.
mean? Because at that point, I was just like, "Oh, all right, you're gonna get it now. Thanos is coming. Let's see what you do." Mhm. Bomb, and then picks up all of the Infinity Stones,
Oh
and
man,
oh my god,
that's where the problem kicked in. Vision was
wow,
already a problem. Now you have Vision with or once again Ultron with all six stones, and it's crazy because he's Vision, but then the Ultron armor or something like that takes over, or not even take over, but it covers Vision, and then Ultron goes on this tear. He's tearing all these different planets, Ego, the place where the Guardians are at, all these places. Because I can't pronounce all these Marvel worlds, but the place,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's so many different spots. Like,
yes,
and of all of the movies, he is wiping out everything. Like
yes.
going around everything, wiping out everything. Like this whole situation is just like, wow, how do they get rid of this? So these two, they're going back in time and like they're getting, I mean, they're going to a different multiverse and then they're going to go get somebody that you would never think.
No, I don't. I don't think they went back in time. I think this was that universe that when that was their
No,
universe.
they went to like another universe because they had already killed that guy. Like they had kind of like linked it up with the movie.
Oh, okay.
How when Black Widow and Captain America went over there and then they killed that guy with the missile.
Well, okay. Well, I don't remember, but I'm gonna take your
You
word
know
on
what I
it.
mean? Because no, because it wasn't. Because the thing is that it was Natasha's idea to go there because she already knew that in that world that hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean? So she went there with Hawkeye to go find the guy. They found the files and then found the guy. And the guy was that the guy from the scientist
Yeah, because he was like
the
a
first
AI thing. I know what you mean. Yeah.
from the first Captain America, right? So now he pretty much uploaded his code into one of those little droids that Ultron was controlling, right? And
Well,
I thought that all of that was really cool because he was able to control all of this other stuff.
I just wanted to go over this part because I feel like we went over it, but it's fine because I think we can make this an actual its own uh like
There's a
segment.
lot to say, so if we're
There
skipping, I'm
is.
sorry.
No, no, you're good. No, you're so good, man. So once again, Ultron has wiped out all these worlds. The Watcher, who has been narrating all these what if, is saying this stuff, and it was, and this is not the first time. This is the second time this happened where someone has acknowledged that someone is watching them, and that's why I said keep watching. And as you hear him talk, like he's narrating, he says he's blown up so many worlds, and there's nothing left, and all there is emptiness. To which Ultron says, "I see you." And it scares Bishop. I mean, Watcher, which I've never seen him shook. He even said, "I've had so many things happen, but what the hell is that?"
Oh,
And to the
word.
point, even when you was talking about when, just before you was talking about when they went to that computer, the AI dude,
Hmm.
you see when they're going looking for files, and this is where like, um, let's talk about a little bit of Hawkeye. Hawkeye has a whole new appearance. I guess he has lost his arm in this whole battle because he had the metal arm. So it's kind
Yep.
of BA, it's kind of badass. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but they're looking for these files because they need to find a file that can uh, counter Ultron's data, his all that stuff. But he can't. Hawkeye is just he's like he's lost hope.
He
But
got no spirit.
yes,
Yeah.
and Watcher's there, but he said, I can't, because that's his oath. He cannot interfere. But you see him, it's like, you're right there. That's like us when we watch a horror movie. Don't go there, and it's funny because we keep saying, like, come on. And even the part where he says, it made me laugh. He said, you're a human, don't give up. I'm like, you're not a human. You don't know what it's like. Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Facts.
yeah, sitting there saying, no, no, what? You're like a god being. Like you don't know anything, you big head jerk. So Black Widow like finds it. He's so happy. He said, "They found it. Yes, there is hope." Ultron comes in breaking into this dude's house like on some like Rick James on Charlie Murphy, where he said, "Nice place." I'm not gonna say the word. And he says, he's putting his feet on the couch. He's putting his feet on the couch. He's putting up the couch.
Facts.
He messed
Word up.
up. He messed up Watcher, and I thought I loved every minute of it because you know what? You know what? In that Doctor Strange episode, he asked for help, and he said, "I'm not a god, and even if I could help, I would punish you and all that stuff." Yeah, now you're getting your butt whooped, right? Yeah, yeah, you jerk, you scumbag. And when you see him
Facts.
with his big head getting knocked the hell out and stuff like that, I love that. I enjoyed and once again, the visuals was so great. Like I got really excited when I saw the visuals because the colors and everything. Now, could they do this live action? Sure, but the animation is just. I mean, and that's where that I'm gonna assume that's where the Disney money's coming in because the colors and everything amazing. Um, but they have this battle where it's like they're battling from like multiverse to multiverse to multiverse because there's
Mm-hmm.
so many different things like they're in Wakanda, then they're in like space, then they'll buy but also too I wanted to mention this too because we just skipped over this and I'm so mad I skipped over it because there's so much that happened in this episode because even in this episode Captain Marvel make an appearance and she
Facts.
fights Ultron and I wanted to point that out because just to show how powerful Ultron was Captain Marvel is probably the strongest Marvel hero in the MCU, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not
Mm-hmm.
total Ultron, who had all six Infinity Stones and stuff and whatnot. But this battle between and just to show how powerful Ultron is, I mean, he's fighting the Watcher. The Watcher is holding his own, and the Watcher seemed like someone who can hold his own. But he was getting outclassed every moment. I mean,
Yep.
there's a spot where um like Ultron is like he's like watches on the planet. Ultron's like giant like Attack of the Titans giant, and then just bites the planet. And then he's in New York, and then you see in this alternate universe, I guess Steve has ran for president, and he's the president. And
Mm-hmm.
you see him just getting outclassed.
I
And
peeped
before
that.
we get to the ending, we were going to get to the ending, but let's talk real quickly about the event. Let's get back to the adventures of Black Widow and Hawkeye because they find the AI guy. You want to take over a bit?
Not yet. Well, they find the AI guy and then turn him into one of those drones,
Yes.
right? So then, which was really cool because Hawkeye came in with the arrow that uploads all the information right into the guy's head. I thought that was fan freaking tastic the
You
way
seem
he
like
did
that'd be
that.
a thing.
You know how I love my tech, but um, you know, the thing about it, the problem that he was having is that his plan would have been successful if Ultron never moved went into
The
like
multiverse.
the
Yep.
Watcher's area where the multiverse is. Because the thing is that he would have been able to connect and upload himself into Ultron if Ultron was reachable, right? So that whole part of it was stopped. And mind you, we might see more of that later, which I think might happen, because uh, the one of the great things about this episode is that it just ends in like, all right, we got to watch the next one. Like it really does. But when it comes to that situation, the unfortunate part is that Hawkeye this time, opposite the Endgame movie, is the one who sacrifices himself. Because from the beginning he had he didn't even have the will to live. And then he says to Natasha, he's like, I told you, I'm tired of fighting. And then he basically, what he does is that he lets go of her. He flips around. He takes like this atom bomb arrow and shoots about 40 different of those droid guys. And it was a cool way to go. And it was a really, really cool twist. I definitely didn't see that coming. But yeah, and then obviously Natasha and the robot guy, they ran away, but they still had that issue where they just couldn't connect to Ultron. But in the meantime, Ultron was destroying several multiverses. Not only was he blowing up planets, not only was he eating universes, but he was going through multiverses with every single punch. Just, I mean, and this is why Jack says that the colors were just amazing, because it's just like you are everywhere. You're everywhere, and like you're imagine, and the watcher is literally in a position now where, number one, he's exposed, and he's shocked that somebody can actually come in and fight him. You know what I mean? When he's a person that consistently has to stay away. But tell him who he runs into. Though. Tell him who he runs into. Yeah.
Before we close this off and get to that, I wanted to say there was a really funny quote that Ultron, because Ultron is quite funny when you actually listen to him talk. And there's a spot where he said, "All this time you've been watching people pain and suffering. Isn't this more fun?" or something like that. And then he says, "It's also less creepy," because he's the watcher, which is
Yeah, word.
I mean, that is kind of dirty. This is
Right.
funny. This is really funny. Deadpool comic cover, and it's
Mm.
Deadpool in the bathtub washing up, and you see the Watcher just watching him, and you just
Oh
see,
wow.
and you see Deadpool like, guy, but let's get to. Oh, look, we got someone there. Look, come in. She says, "Hola."
Hola.
Yes, and
Hey,
she says,
Charmaine.
"Hi, hey, hey." But let's get to this ending. I mean, it's funny how the Almighty has fallen, because now he went to someone who has also had a bad fall from grace, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, who has been in this his own little bubble or own little diamond, his own little universe, and now he said, "I want to hear you say it." He said, "You want to hear me say it?" He said, "Yes, I do." He said, "I'm going to need help." And it ends right there. So all this is connected. It's funny because I remember before you mentioned about it being connected. I was like, eh. But what made me change my mind, because they ruined it by having a promo, one of them promo videos, and all of them are having that stand where they're all in the middle, like the Avengers are usually are. So it made me go like, wow, that's going to be a thing that's happening. But yeah, this is all connected. I can't wait to see how it concludes next week. This what if doing this what if review has been so much fun, because they brought a lot of things that like you got the movie right, but then he's like, well, what happens if I move this way? And then there's this alternate timeline. This has been a lot of fun doing it. So this was a fun episode. I thought it was really good. If I'm Doctor Strange, I'm like, nah, you was watching when I suffered. I'm all right in my little bubble.
Hmm.
I'm
I
doing
mean, I gotta be honest. I wonder if the movies will be able to top this. I really do, because clearly I feel like. I mean, I hope they do. I think they might, because I feel like this whole thing is a prepping. You know what I mean? The fact that What If is all about multiverses, and then we're getting a Doctor Strange movie that's about multiverses, and then Spider Man is introducing us to multiverses, and that's how we can put like three Spider-Men together. Like, I think we're just getting accustomed to the whole idea of a multiverse. You know what I mean? The only thing that I don't understand is that I don't understand how Shanghai connects to all of this. But I feel like this
well,
what
not
if
uh-huh.
I feel like this what if is the one Marvel thing that connects to, or at least prepares us for the movies that are coming.
I have yet to go see that movie. I gotta go check it out actually.
Hmm.
But the one thing I've heard, and the movie's been out for a while, guys. So like spoilers, if we have to say it, spoilers. But someone mentions like, oh yeah, you're an Avenger. So like, I mean, it's that little nod right there that gives it to you. But once when they're all on screen, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, they're connected. It's connected. It's this one universe, just different. It's this one universe where it's this one universe with multiple different stories. So Shane
Mm-hmm.
over here, but give it time. He's gonna be eventually brought in, and he's gonna be with the new Captain America and all that stuff. And God willing, Spider Man, because I'm hearing stuff about Sony, so I get concerned when I hear that talk. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's all connected. But
Mm-hmm.
also connected is UPR and UPRE. There's a lot of stuff going on, obviously, on the Wrestling Network. If you stay tuned, they're gonna have a review on AEW. Also, if you stay on this station, they're gonna be reviewing the challenge. My co-host, the captain, she's gonna be on with Mike Knox. There's so many stuff going on, guys. We say thank you for watching our review on What If. Next week is going to be the big finale, and I mean it should be a great show. I can't
Yep.
wait to watch it and review it. So it's going to be a great time. So, Lamar, any last words before we go home?
Oh, I cannot wait to see the next episode. You know how this feels, honestly?
Tell
This
me.
feels like when Tommy broke in and got rid of Zordon. That's how this feels. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Okay?
I know.
That's what
Like
that's how this feels. Like I cannot wait to see the next episode. You
oh
understand?
no,
That's how this feels. And I say it like that because I knew you would understand.
no, I'm totally with. I'm a geek. Come on, let me show you what my Comic Con costume is like. This is all. This is going to be a giveaway. Hopefully you get it. I don't know if you get it.
No,
No.
I don't get it.
It's okay. You'll see the pictures on Instagram and Facebook.
I,
But
I,
ladies
I
and
don't get it.
gentlemen,
Not yet.
I'll tell you off air. I don't want to say it
Okay.
on there.
Okay.
But ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, that's our show. That's Marvel What If, and we say have a good night, everybody.
Good night.